Hello everybody! I've got a new thermometer project I'm going to get started on today, and to complete the project I have got a Radio Shack 63-1009 indoor-outdoor thermometer, and I have a second one of these. The original one I got back in the late 90s. Unfortunately, the outside temperature probe got damaged and no longer works, so that one's an inside temperature only. What my plan is to mount this one where my original one used to be, which is on that homemade clock from 1990. I will link in the description a video about that clock. So let's take a look at the box. I got one of these as a stocking stuffer back in the mid to late 90s. And it was nice while it worked, and I don't know, I'm thinking now that perhaps it got sucked up in the vacuum cleaner and tore up the external probe. It is wired, and my plan for this one, like I said, I'm going to mount it to that clock, and I'm going to use this one to monitor the temperature coming out of the air vent, whether it's heat or air conditioning, so I can kind of keep tabs on how that's going. So let's take this out of the box and see what it looks like, and then we'll go in the house and I'll show the original one. Let us unbox. I don't think this is new old stock, but it did come with the box. And nothing, no extra packing material. Did come with the instructions, so that's awesome to have these. I don't know, I may still have the original ones in a file up here in the office. We'll take a quick look at it. Paper was printed in 10 of 95, so I was pretty close on my recollection. Here's some specifications on the unit. Feel free to pause if you want to look at something a little closer. And there's a look at how to mount the outdoor sensor. You can do Celsius or Fahrenheit. And there's a look at some of the mounting options that are available. Again, pause if something catches your eye, you want to look at it a little closer. Copyright of 1996. Seems like I got this around 97 or 98. My original one, that is. And here's a look at the actual unit. Got the little openings for the indoor temp sensor. Indoor, outdoor. Oh, I beg my pardon. Precision indoor-outdoor thermometer. And then there's simply a switch between in and out. In being the inside temperature and out being the outside temperature. Here's a look at the back. It's never been mounted. I don't know if the camera's going to zoom in on that. If not, I'll go ahead and take a picture of that and include that right here. 4A7, not sure if that's a date code. Maybe 97, who knows. And then there's the switch for Celsius and Fahrenheit. And the entire piece comes off where you can tilt that out for a little desk stand. That's all integrated into the battery door, which that probably wasn't the wisest thing to try to open that with the battery cover off, so take note of that. One AAA battery to operate this thing. Let's go ahead and install that now. See if it works. And indeed it works. 75.6 in the workshop. With the outdoor probe, let's see if that works. Just simply have it in my fingertips. Doesn't appear to be doing anything. There it goes. Takes it a minute to register, but looks like that works. Switch it to in and see what that does. Okay, it seems like that's working. So I will go ahead and put the battery cover back on. Not sure. Well, that's still sticky, so I think it's going to work. My plan just might work. Let's go take this in the house and continue on with this project. Back in the house, here is my original thermometer from the late 90s. Been working fine all this time, and like I said earlier, the outside probe is damaged beyond use. There's where the thermometer used to be mounted. Still has the two mounting pads somewhat still in there. I'm going to take a scraper and remove these. Back when I lived here as a teenager, it used to be about where that cross is. Below that, so probably right in there. And I had that temperature probe just sticking out the window here with the window shut. With the old windows, it's too tight of a fit with these new windows, so that won't work. But I think what I can do is route the wire kind of neatly behind there and over to this vent where I can keep an eye on the output temperature. So I believe that's what I'm going to be doing here. Let me go get a scraper and get that adhesive off. I now have the adhesive removed. Let's stick this thermometer back where it used to live. These are Velcro, by the way. Put it on out. I had it in this corner just like that. So I'll have to route the wire and get that kind of hidden. It's not going to be perfect, but it's white wire. It'll look okay. Well, here it is. The AC just cut off. The temperature's going back up. It's not too terribly noticeable. I may work on that a little bit more, but I think it'll be okay. It's a little toasty in here. I haven't started the window AC for the night yet. We'll get it down to a more reasonable temperature in a little while. A little while later, the AC has kicked back on, and we're shooting at 57 degrees, so that feels pretty good. Wish it was that temperature inside. Oh, 56.9. Even better. Unfortunately, that's the actual room temperature, so it's getting about the time to power up the old window unit. So we'll be getting that down, feeling better here by the time it's sleep time. Still dropping. That's a respectable temperature. So once again, my thermometer project with the Radio Shack thermometers. Thank you for watching.